All right, today we're taking on a huge sacred cow of personal finance. You know, the one concept so powerful that Einstein supposedly called it the eighth wonder of the world. But what if the advice we've all been given, the advice that's built around it, what if it's actually a trap?
I mean, come on, we've all seen those charts, right? Put a little bit of money away every single month, let it compound for 40 years, and bam, you're a millionaire. It's always presented as this one true democratic secret to building wealth that's available to everyone.
But what if that whole idea is based on a massive misunderstanding? What if, for most people who are just starting out, it's not just kind of ineffective, but it's actually a distraction that holds them back from building real wealth?
Okay, so let's be super clear. The lie isn't that the math of compounding is wrong. The math is perfect. It's not. The lie is in how it's sold to us as this one-size-fits-all starting point for everybody, no matter where you are financially.
This one sentence right here really gets to the heart of the whole thing. Compound interest is a great amplifier, not a great equalizer. You see, it doesn't just create wealth out of thin air. It takes what you already have and makes it bigger. It magnifies. It doesn't create.
Let's really dig into that idea. So, the compounding formula, it's got three main parts, right? You've got your capital, your rate of return, and time. And we're always told to focus on the rate and the time. But here's the problem. Without that first ingredient, a big chunk of capital, the other two are almost irrelevant in the beginning.
And that's the absolute crucial point. You know, a 10% return on $1,000 is $100. But a 10% return on $1 million, that's $100,000. For anyone starting small, the numbers just don't become life-changing in a realistic amount of time. The math isn't on your side. Yet.
But oh, it gets worse, yeah. Because this incredibly powerful force doesn't just amplify your gains, nope. It works with the exact same power on your losses. And the math here, it's just brutal.
So let's just imagine a scenario. The market has a really rough year, and your portfolio gets cut in half, a 50% loss. It's painful for sure, but hey, it happens.
So what kind of gain do you need just to get back to where you started? Your gut instinct might say, well, a 50% gain to offset the 50% loss, right? Seems logical.
Wrong. You need a 100% return. You literally have to double your remaining money just to break even. This is the hidden nasty side of compounding. Losses hurt you mathematically way more than gains help you.
And this is exactly why those perfect, always up and to the right 40-year charts are a complete fantasy. Real life intervenes. You've got inflation eating away at your money's value. You've got fees being skimmed off the top. We all make bad investment choices sometimes, and emergencies can pop up and force you to sell at the worst possible time. That perfect, smooth ride almost never exists.
But wait, you're probably thinking, what about the master himself, Warren Buffett? He is the poster child for patient compounding. Well, you're right to ask. So let's take a closer look at how he really built his fortune, because it is not the story you've been told.
By the time he was 32, Buffett was already a millionaire. And in today's money, that's over $9 million. He absolutely, positively did not get there by just diligently saving a part of a regular paycheck and letting it compound. No way.
So the popular myth is the story of a patient saver. But the reality? The reality is that he was a brilliant entrepreneur. He didn't just use his own money, he used leverage. He raised capital from other people. And he didn't just buy stocks, he bought entire businesses so he could control their cash flow directly.
His true genius move was buying insurance companies. I mean, think about it. Insurance companies collect premiums from everybody up front, but they only pay out claims later on. That giant pool of money just sitting there in the middle, that's called the float. And for Buffett, it was a massive, nonstop river of other people's cash that he could invest for his own gain. He was a business operator first, playing the game with house money.
So, if the common advice to just start compounding is flawed, what's the alternative? Well, the answer is to stop trying to fuel a tiny little fire, and instead, focus on building your wealth engine first.
This metaphor just perfectly captures the whole problem. Trying to compound with very little capital is like pouring gasoline on wet wood. You can pour all the fuel you want, but without a spark, without a significant capital base, nothing is going to light.
So here is the real playbook, especially for anyone in their 20s or 30s. Your goal shouldn't be a 10% return in the market. It should be 100% or 200% return on yourself. Stop obsessing over which stock to pick and start obsessing over how to multiply your income. Learn rare, valuable skills. Build things, create cash flow. That is how you build the engine.
So where does this leave compound interest? Is it useless? Absolutely not. It is incredibly powerful. We just have to understand its proper role in the whole wealth-building journey.
And this is the critical difference. Building wealth, that's the hard part. That's the path you have to walk yourself. Compounding, that's the high-speed jet you get to ride after you've already done the hard work of building up your capital. So let's just redefine it. Think of compound interest as the reward. It's wealth's finishing move. It's the force that takes the capital you actively built with your own skills and your income, and then it amplifies it to preserve and grow it for the long term. The real question isn't if compounding works. We know it does. The question is, have you built an engine powerful enough to actually fuel it?